It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. I love how StreamYard pops that up and says it's showtime. Happy Sunday. Happy May 15th. Happy celebration. 1 year anniversary from me not having a job. I literally put in my resignation 1 year ago today from my job as an internet business, and absolutely amazed. This last year has been a blast. So yay, celebrate to me. Absolutely excited about that. Basically, being full-time as a social media marketing coach with the Ray Higdon Coaching Group, full-time network marketer, full-time just stay-at-home dude, and most recently, full-time trader. I actually started learning how to trade a month before I left and resigned from my job. So it's all just sort of worked out all in one big cool deal. Glad to be an American, glad to be a U.S. Navy veteran, a husband, a father, grandfather. My youngest daughter graduated from college yesterday, so proud of her. Absolutely excited for that. So what I wanted to do today was share the difference. And again, all the information I'm showing you is for demonstration purposes only. There's no income claims being made. What I want you to do is do your research and understand that there's money to be made out in the universe, that if you learn certain skills, whether you learn how to trade or learn how to invest or maybe learn how to do both, that you can bring money into your household if you learn the skill set. I'm not talking about watching some YouTube video and sort of like watching the Karate Kid thinking you're going to get in an MMA ring and have a chance of winning. I'm talking about actually getting in front of an experienced trading platform, an education platform that teaches you how to trade. And there's tons of them out there. You can choose one that you think is best. I personally like the one that I'm in because it's got a really cool community, got some really cool educators. I've learned more about trading than I could possibly imagine in my entire life. If you like questions or you like more details on that and you'd like to come and hang out with me and all my classmates in class, simply shoot me a text. Let me know who you are. We'll set up and talk about why you should learn how to trade. It's not a get rich quick overnight thing. If you need money right now, trading isn't the way to do it unless you have some serious experience in a background and know how to do it. So it takes time, just like anything else. Like you're not going to walk into a martial arts class and get in the room and you've never had any martial arts training and think that you're going to beat a black belt. It's not going to. Matter of fact, you wouldn't probably be able to beat a yellow belt or somebody that's been in class longer than you. You're going to get put on the mat, right? And you're going to tap out, right? And we don't want you tapping out in trading. So very, very important that you learn how to do this skill. So that's what I'm saying. My goal is to help you make money. If you don't know me, my name's Forrest Knight. Like I said, I'm a social media marketing coach with the Ray Higdon Coaching Group. I'm trading. I love having fun. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I do that. I have a network marketing business. That's absolutely the coolest business, in my opinion, around. If you're thinking about jumping into a network marketing platform, reach out to me too, and I'll talk about it. I'll give you an honest assessment of what you actually need to look at to choose the right, whether it's my company or some other company. I'll give you the right assessment as a coach on where to choose. But today we're going to talk about trading. So I want to show this to you. I'm going to do my favorite screen share here, and I'm going to talk about this. And again, I just threw this up. And the reason I'm doing this, right, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to, one of my friend's daughters was talking about how much money she had lost trading crypto. And because the crypto market went down, so I went in and I said, you know what, I'm going to do an example of it being an investor versus being a trader. Neither one is right or wrong. It just depends on how either one of those you do. You need to make sure you do it the right way so you don't end up losing like all of your money or all of your capital. It doesn't mean that you won't lose. It doesn't mean that every day is going to be a win. So in this demonstration I put up here, demonstration purposes only, no income claims are being made. Did it down here just so you can't miss it. Demonstration purposes only, no income claims being made. This is all for examples. Now, all the numbers that I'm going to share with you, I went through earlier and just did some basic math using a real cool measuring tool that you can find inside the trading platform here, inside the trading view. I don't know why it did that, but inside the trading view platform, there's a measuring tool that you can go in and just get a rough idea on, what kind of money is being made on a trade. So here, what we're looking at, this is actual Bitcoin. This is on a monthly chart here, and I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to show this to you, and I want you to understand what's going on here. I put all of this in here so you can read it for yourself, and I've actually got an article that if you want it, you can link directly to the article and pull all this stuff off the article so you can understand the difference. Again, the article isn't the end-all, meet-all to, learning how to trade or saying one is better than the other. You just have to understand, you have to get some education. You have to be educated from the right people to understand how to trade, when to get in the market, not just because, everybody else is buying crypto, I'm going to jump in the market and get some crypto. Next thing you know, your $1,000 or whatever you jumped in at is gone. I know so many people in the car business I did that, where they jumped in and they thought blah, 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 and then the money was gone, and now their heart's all broken. They're all disgruntled. It's like, thinking they're going to marry somebody after a first date, and they find out the person's a freaking serial killer, right? And they get all disappointed, don't ever want to date anybody again. So I know that was an extreme example, but it just popped in my head, so I thought I'd share it. So in this example, this is Bitcoin. This is on the monthly chart here, and we're going to start down in this area. It ran up, it ran down, it ran up, and this comes out on May, where we're currently at in this month. So I'm going to look over here so I can read it, because I can't read this fine print. Investing and trading are two very different methods of attempting to profit in the financial markets. Both investors and traders seek profits through market participation. In general, investors seek longer returns over an extended period of time through buying and holding, maybe a 10 or 15 or 20-year period, for example. Traders, by contrast, take advantage of both rising and falling markets to enter and exit positions over a shorter period of time, taking smaller, more frequent trades. And that could be over an hour, it could be over a day, it could be over a week, it could be over a couple of months. In other words, they're in and out a lot quicker, right? So that's investing. That's the investing side. Investing, the goal of investing is to gradually build wealth over an extended period of time through the buying and holding of a portfolio of stocks, basket of stocks, or mutual funds, bonds, or other investments. So what I want you to notice right here is holding a portfolio of stocks, holding a portfolio of stocks. So if you just bought Bitcoin or you just bought crypto, you're probably going to shoot yourself in the foot, because you have no backup plan. And say a mutual fund might be a really good way to invest. And again, I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not an investment professional. You need to reach out to those guys and find out what would be the best vehicle for you, depending on your age, your investment strategy, your goals, aggressive or not aggressive. You need to learn how to do all that and get some advice from a professional, or learn how to do it yourself. Either way, you need to have a portfolio of stocks. If you just have Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you the example here, here's what would have happened. And again, I measured all this stuff out. This is just example purposes only. If you're a professional trader watching this, don't come in and give me a bunch of flack. This is example purposes only. You'll need how to trade, and I'm going to do my best example. So let's say, for example, my friend's daughter invested, and she started out with $1,000 back here in October 1st, and she took that $1,000 and she bought Bitcoin with it. However many coins that gave her, but we're just going to use dollars to keep it simple. And over this time frame, if she would have put that $1,000 in there, and again, the market on the way up to this spot up here, is going to go up and down and up and down and up and down. And one of these are months. So inside a month, it's going to go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. But primarily, the market is bullish. It's going up to where in March of 2021, if she would have started out with $1,000, again, this is just example purposes only. If she would have stayed in this market, and let's just say it was bullish all the way up here to March 31st of 2021, she would have added an additional $51,400. We'll just say coins, 51,400 coins. So maybe she started 1,000 coins down, or $1,000, whatever. This is the math, right? Just go with me here. So she's at 50, basically with the original $1,000 and the 51,400. I just estimated this off. It's not exactly, just an estimate. It was 51,400. However, the market turned around and decided to come down here. So the top of this red candle to the bottom of this red candle over here, the market went the opposite direction for $36,900 of coins, or whatever you wanted. So she's still ahead by $15,500 or coins, which again, you ever want. So the market turned around and went up again. So these two green candles here went up, and this would have been the end of August 2021. She would have came out again. There was another 21,450. She went up. So now she's at 36,950 coins. The market did a slight correction and went down here on this month of negative 13,900. So now she's at 23,050. Again, these are all just estimate. Again, the market turned around and went up way up in this big green candle, all the way up here to the top of October 2021, where there was an additional 24,000. Then the market did a turnaround and did a drop here and came down 37,600, which would have taken it all the way down to $9,400. Had a little uptick here in the market, which added 14,900, which took it to 24,350. And then, of course, the market did a correction, which came all the way down here, 22,800. which take it back down to 1,550. Again, this is all estimates. This is just general. This is just for demonstration purposes only. So now she's not at a complete loss. She's still up $550. But I want to show you the difference in trading. Now, again, I'm not going to guarantee you this in trading because, again, in trading, the market goes up and down and up and down and up and down. And you've got to learn how to trade unless you're just the luckiest person on the planet and you just like look at a chart and go, oh, yeah, just the magic fairy trading fairy pops in and says, oh, close your trade, open your trade. So the difference in trading, I'll read this. So, again, the goal of investing is to gradually build wealth over an extended period of time through the buying and holding of portfolio stocks, the buying and holding of portfolio stocks, the buying and holding of portfolio of stocks, not just one, but portfolio. So maybe you bought Disney and Tesla and some Bitcoin and some gold and a whole bunch of other stuff. And they're all doing this. And hopefully overall, it all ends up in a positive versus a negative, right? So again, mutual funds, bonds, and other investment vehicles. Trading, on the other hand, trading involves more frequent transactions. Like I said, you can trade on the minute, 15 minutes, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want to trade, depending on how you feel, whether you're a day trader, a swing trader, an intraday trader, whatever you want to call yourself, you can trade instantly. I've got a whole bunch of my friends that are scalpers. In other words, they'll wake up in the morning, and they trade from 8:30 to 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, and they're scalpers, and they make their money in 30 minutes. That's a very, very short term. It's called scalping. You just get in, get out, make your money, and you're out. Now, do all of them make money every day? No, sometimes they lose, sometimes they don't. But overall, at the end of the week, they're usually up in a profitable standpoint. Again, making no income claims, because if you don't have the experience that they have, you're not going to make the money they make. So trading involves more frequent transactions such as buying and selling stocks, commodities, currency pairs, or other investments. Right? The goal is to generate returns that outperform buy and hold investing. While investors may be content with annual returns of 10% to 15%, right? Traders might seek a 10% return each month, or it could be daily, or it could be weekly, depending on how you trade, right? Trading, I had one day where I actually did 57% on one trade in one day in about 37 minutes. So again, I'm not saying that, again, income disclaimer, it's not going to happen that way. And then the very next day, I did a negative 46%. I was still up 13%, but it went this and that, and I made some bad calls. And that's just the way it happens. Some days you win, some days you lose. Trading profits are generated by buying at a lower price. In other words, the trader would buy in here at $1,000, the same $1,000. Trading profits are generated by buying at a lower price and selling at a higher price within a relatively shorter period of time. The reverse also is true. Trading profits can be made by selling at a higher price and buying to cover the lower price, known as a short, to profit and falling. So basically, a trader could have made money in this, exited the market, bought again, opened another trade, and the sell, and got out here, opened another and exited here, got in here, opened here, got out there, opened here, got out there, opened here, got out here, opened here, got out here, opened here, got out here, opened here, and got out here, and basically closed on whatever today is, right? And in doing that, it's the same thing that the investor would have did, but the difference is because I learned how to read the candles. And again, this is on the monthly time frame, so a lot of this would be done down at the 4-hour chart. It doesn't mean that the market's not going to go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down all the way up to here, then up and down and up and down and up and down all the way down here, then up and down and up and down. But this is just generalization. This is just for example purposes. So as a trader, for example, if I would have done the exact same thing and I got in with my $1,000 and I went up here, that's a $52,000 rise. Then I would have closed out that trade. Now I don't lose my trading money. It's still there. $52,000 is there. I open the next trade. I'm opening with $52,400 on a short. I take the short, and the short runs down to $36,000. I exit the market with an additional $36,900. The next day, let's say the next month, I open up on July 1st and I enter the trade and I'll buy because I read the candles, I understand which way the market's going, I read the news, I understand the trends, and I do it. Does it happen every time? No, maybe, for example, maybe I would have stayed in my sell position and I would have stayed here and the market that went this way, then I would have lost this trade. And I was, oh my God, it's going the wrong way. So I close out the trade and maybe I don't have as much money in my trading account, but I see the market's gone in another direction. I can open it up. And I can jump in here and I get in and get out, open and close, all the way down here. And say I get into the short, here, then I get into a buy and a long position here, then I get into another short here, and it comes down here and where it is today. Overall, if I would have did that perfectively, and all these numbers exactly the way I'm saying them to them, I would have been somewhere in the 200,000, 152 range between October of 2020 and the day today of May of 22. Will that happen perfectly? No, but I just wanted to show you the differences in how to read that. Let me duplicate this really quick, because I want to go down to a shorter time frame and show you what this looks like. Actually, this is the Australian dollar. Let me bring Bitcoin back up here. Bring Bitcoin back up here. This is Bitcoin, and this is on the 15-minute. Let me clear out some of this stuff here so we can see this. I'm going to go to traditional candles, and we were on the month. Remember, this is my monthly on Bitcoin. This is my monthly on Bitcoin. This is what I just showed you here on my Bitcoin chart. Let's go down to the daily, right? This is my daily, right? And let's find October. So this is October of 21, where I told you the market was at. Let me hit refresh on this to get this back to where it needs to be. So as you can see, this is October of 21. When did we get in on my other chart? We got in back here in October of 20. So back in October of 20, all right, let's go back to October of 20, which is way back here. September. So October of 20 would have been right in this area. Oh, come on here, thing. But I want the purpose of this is to show you. There's November 20. Here we go. Here's October of 20, right? This is October of 20. Got into the market right here on that October 20, somewhere right in this area. And as you notice, you'll see the red and green candles. It went up and down and up and down and up and down, but it has a generally up trend. It went up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. It got to here to January, had a little bit of a drop. Then it went back up and had a big increase up to here is where we talked about that as February 21. It did a drop. It went back up. And in between this, you can see there's ups and downs, ups and downs. And then you had a down here, then an up here with some consolidation in this area. Then the banks and the buyers got in here, and you had a supply zone created in this area, and it went down into a selling zone. Then you had a bunch of manipulation and consolidation going across this way. So as a trader, and the same thing with your investment account, it's going to go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and up and then down and up and then down and down and down and up. And then some consolidation where buyers and the sellers are sort of fighting over who's going to control the market. And then you had a big sort of downtrend with some ups, buyers jumping in. So with those numbers, the numbers that I shared with you here, are they going to be exact the way that are you going to have this straight go up and the straight come down? No, just based on this chart here, you can see it's always up and down and up and down and up and down. And I wanted to share that to you with clarity. As a trader, you're going to learn this. You may have gotten into this deal, and this is October. I could have made a whole bunch of money in October, just trading in October, just trading in December, just trading. I could have opened multiple trades. Maybe in February 21, I could have opened multiple trades in here and, worked my way through the entire month and made some money there when I had this huge sell-off here. Took a big short in May because I understand where the candles are going based on looking at some smaller time frames, right? Looking at smaller time frames, I know when to get in the market, when to get out of the market, maybe when to just let it set for a couple of days and when to jump back in based on a trend and where it's going. And this is where we end up right here today at in May of 2015 on the daily chart. I can also go all the way down to the hourly chart and take a look at the hourly chart and see what it's doing in the last hour. And that basically the same thing that I just did on the monthly, I could do on the hourly. Open and close a trade, open and close a trade, open and close a trade, get in, look at maybe a ranging deal where I'm not getting in at all, looking for some supply and demand zones on Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. Like I said, you can learn how to trade on any kind of trade that you want in any kind of market that you want. Hopefully this made sense. But my overall point of sharing this with you is that you sitting at home, if you're trying to figure out how to make more money, if you're tired of your second job, if you need more retirement income, if you're a college kid and you're not sure what the heck you want to do with your life, learn how to do something and make your money work for you. I would challenge you to come and hang out with me and my community and learn how to trade, because once you learn how to trade, you can learn how to invest, because all those candles do the same thing. So you can learn and go out and invest in Tesla. Was that a sexy wife just walking down the hallway? I don't know why she does that when I'm not live. I think she did it on purpose. So I challenge you to learn how to trade. If you have any questions, you'd like to see our education platform, please reach out to me. It's not going to cost you anything for us to have a conversation. What it will cost you, if you don't learn how to trade, you're never going to get ahead and create your financial legacy, especially if you're a young teenager, if you're around 18 years old, just graduating from college or getting ready to go to college, you might want to learn how to trade. If you have teenage kids at home and you're a parent and you want to learn how to trade as a family, learn how to trade as a family. I challenge you to do that. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact and be an equity creator. I hope you are too. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.